The historical site I am coming to you from today is First Landing State Park in a portion of Virginia Beach. This park was built by African Americans. They built the trails and the cabins. But even though it was built by them, they were denied access and entrance into the park. And in 1951, some local African Americans filed suit against the Virginia Conservation Commission. The case was not heard, it wasn't heard or brought forth into the courts until 1955. And instead of choosing to integrate the park, they closed the park altogether. And the park was not reopened again until 1965, when it was open to all ethnicities. So there's your Black History moment for today. I wanted to come to you today about my creativeness that I have known, that I have realized, that I was thinking about last week. I just wanted to talk to you about it. I didn't want to necessarily show you. But from as long as I can remember, I have always been a creative. There was some card software program that I used when I was younger, and I would make cards. That's my earliest memory of being a creative. And then as time has gone on, picking up cameras and being in school and getting my BA in broadcast journalism, and then going back to the Art Institute for school and learning in design and Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. It just increased it. And as I talked about last week of not sleeping, still happening. A thought came to my mind one early morning in the midst of it being Black History Month. Came up with this design. This was the first one, and then from this design came other designs. And this says, Black Queens, pray for Black Kings. And after seeing the news that I saw, I believe yesterday, I think that was the decision of wanting to come to you with this design, with showing you the design. Because we need to pray for our Black kings, because they need to be protected. Again, you have another name, another police station or district or unit killing off another young Black man. He was at a sleepover at his cousin's house, and in Indianapolis, they served a no-knock warrant, and upon entry, they kicked the sofa or couch where Mr. Amir Locke was sleeping. He was startled, and he had his handgun licensed. He's a licensed carrier, or was a licensed carrier. And upon them seeing him and his hand on his gun, they opened fire, killing him. Don't understand. So I get it when people say thoughts and prayers. What's that gonna do? It's enough with thoughts and prayers. We need justice. What we do? We do. We do. We need justice. And we need it to stop happening. This needs to stop happening. And even myself as a Christian, as a person who prays, I get the concept of praying. I get why we should pray. I won't be able to articulate it as I think I should, because it's hard to explain. In my humanness, I've prayed for things, or just not in my humanness. As a Christian, I've prayed for things because I had faith, and I wanted to get God involved in some decisions that I'm making or have made, or some situations in my life where I don't know which way to turn, where to go, what to do. So I went to God in prayer. I petitioned, because that's what prayer is. It's a conversation. It's going to Him with petition. It's a faith tool that you show that you have faith in Him, that you would even, or that I would even, I'm speaking from my experience, my opinion, that I would even go to Him in prayer about certain things, because I want His input. I want His hand on it. Though that some things that I have prayed for, they have come to pass, all well and great. Then there's some things that I've prayed for, they haven't come to pass, all well and great. Because what's it meant? There have been things that I've prayed for, gotten, and then something happened where something messed it up. And that's when you go, That's where the confusing part comes. That's where the misunderstanding comes from. So yeah, I mean, praying, like I said, I can't articulate it. Some say it's a act of faith, like I said. It's a faith tool. Some say after praying you should have peace. Some would probably say that after praying it should develop patience into you to see what the answer to the prayer is going to be. But yeah. So the concept of prayer is it's an interesting thing. I don't want to hold y'all too long. I'm sitting here thinking while I'm talking to y'all, because I'm trying to figure out what to say and how to say it, and I just don't have the words. But I really wanted to come to y'all about my creative process, like I said in the beginning earlier in the video, and talk to you about my new collection. But hearing the news of Mr. Locke just brought this thought to me that I would show you and that I would talk about him. So I ask that you pray for his family. He was getting ready to move to Dallas to be closer to his mother. So pray for her. Pray for the rest of his family, his friends, and even for the police that shot him, and the police unit as a whole. Just pray for this country. This country needs prayer. We're in an interesting time in history. This is a time like never before. I've never seen anything like this before. I've never experienced things and seen things in my 35 years. But I've heard older people that said they've never seen any times like this before that are still here. And it's a lot of, what the heck is going on? Like, what's going on? But yeah. So this is part of my Queens and Kings Pray collection by Daylight Custom Designs. I have this that says Black Queens Pray for Black Kings, and I have Black Kings Pray for Black Queens, and I have Black Queens and Black Kings Pray Together. And then I have for the chess lover and for those who are not of the African American persuasion or diaspora. I pray for my king, or I pray for my queen, and the king and queen is represented by a chess piece that represents the king or queen in a chess game. So check out my designs if you like them. I would love for you to support a Black woman. To support my business and my endeavors and my creativeness, because it keeps me encouraged. I mean, I will always probably still create if nobody ever buys any of my creative products. When an idea comes to my mind, I have to get it out. And I might just get it out, and I might slap it on a sweatshirt or a hat or a mug. Oh yeah, the designs are available on mugs and travel mugs, insulated travel mugs as well. So yeah, I think that's all I have. So enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week, the daylight in someone else's life, and enjoy the daylight in yours.